Hello guys, welcome to yet another wonderful session of learning with Prepclass. My name is Tutor Olalekon Israel, your Prepclass English tutor, and I am super excited to have you join me in today's session of learning. Now, in today's session, we will be answering questions from the Jamb English 2012 past question. Remember, the purpose of this session is to help you prepare for your forthcoming Jamb examination. So, without wasting much time, take a moment to subscribe to this channel. Turn on the post notification so you can be notified whenever we upload any new content. Alright, let's begin. Now in this video, we will be answering questions 91 to 95. The instruction on the screen reads, in each of the questions 89 to 91, choose the option that has the same consonant sound as the one represented by the letters underlined. Now in the previous video, we answered questions 89 and 90. So in this video, we will be answering question 91 for this instruction. So we have to select the option that has the same consonant sound present in the underlined letter in the word. Question 91, addition. We have the letter T underlined. The letter T is pronounced as sh, addition. Option A, we have bash. Option B, we have catch. Option C, we have basting. Option D, we have rating. So which of these options has the same consonant sound present where we have letter T in addition? Now, addition is transcribed as shown on the screen. The letter T is pronounced as sh, addition. Sh. Now, the answer to this question is option A, bash. The SH in bash is transcribed or pronounced as sh, bash, addition. Sh. It is not catch. Catch is transcribed as shown on the screen. What we have in catch is ch. It is not basting. Bastion is transcribed as shown on the screen. T. It is not rating. Rating is transcribed as shown on the screen. What we have in rating is T. Addition and bash both have the consonant sound sh. Addition, bash. So the answer to this question is option A, bash. Moving on, question 92. Now, in each of the questions 92 to 94, choose the appropriate stress pattern from the options. Choose the appropriate stress pattern from the options. The syllables are written in capital letters. Question 92, we have the word demarcation. So we have to select the option that shows the correct placement of stress on the word demarcation. Option A, the third syllable K receives the stress. Option B, the first syllable de receives the stress. Option C, the second syllable ma receives the stress. Option D, the last syllable shun receives the stress. So which of these options shows the correct placement of stress on the word demarcation? Now, to correctly place stress on the appropriate syllable in a particular word, we need to correctly pronounce the word because a wrong pronunciation of the word will result in a wrong placement of stress. Now, demarcation is pronounced and broken down into syllables as demarcation. Demarcation. So the third syllable K receives the stress because it is pronounced louder and longer. Demarcation. That's a demarcation. So K receives the stress. The answer to this question is option A. The third syllable K receives the stress in demarcation. Alright. Moving on, question 93. We have the word impossible. Impossible. So which of the options shows the correct placement of stress on the word impossible? Option A, we have what? The stress on the second syllable, Paul. Option B, we have the stress on the first syllable, im. Option C, we have the stress on the third syllable, si. Option D, we have the stress on the last syllable, bull. So which of these options shows the correct placement of stress on the word impossible? Now, to correctly place stress on the appropriate syllable in a particular word, we need to correctly pronounce the word because a wrong pronunciation of the word will result in a wrong placement of stress. Now, impossible is pronounced and broken down into syllables as impossible. Impossible. It is very impossible. The second syllable, Paul, receives the stress because it is pronounced louder and longer. It is impossible. So the answer to this question is option A, impossible. Paul receives the stress. Moving on, question 94. The word we have is imperialism. Imperialism. So which of the options shows the correct placement of stress on the word imperialism? Option A, the first syllable receives the stress in. Option B, the second syllable receives the stress per. Option C, the third syllable receives the stress rear. Option D, the last syllable receives the stress sim. So which of the options shows the correct placement of stress on the word imperialism? Now, to correctly place stress on the appropriate syllable in a particular word, we need to correctly pronounce the word, because a wrong pronunciation of the word will result in a wrong placement of stress. A wrong pronunciation of the word will result in a wrong placement of stress. Now, imperialism is pronounced and broken down into syllables as imperialism. The second syllable, per, receives the stress. It is pronounced louder and longer. Imperialism. So the answer to this question is option B, imperialism. Right. Moving on, question 95. In each of the questions 95 to 97, choose the option that has the stress on the first syllable. Choose the option that has the stress on the first syllable. Option A, we have madam. Option B, we have 18. Option C, we have invent. Option D, we have command. So which of the options has the stress on the first syllable? Now, madam is pronounced and broken down into syllables as madam. Ma receives the stress, madam. 18 is pronounced and broken down into syllables as 18. 18. Tin receives the stress. It is pronounced louder and longer. Invent is pronounced and broken down into syllables as invent. Vent receives the stress. It is pronounced louder and longer. Command. Command is pronounced and broken down into syllables as command. Man receives the stress. It is pronounced louder and longer. So, madam, madam, madam. Madam receives the stress on its first syllable. So the answer to this question is option A, madam, madam, madam. Ma is pronounced louder and longer. Alright, we will be applying the breaks here. We will continue in the next video. If you enjoyed this video, click on the like button. Do not forget to drop your questions in the comment section. Also, share this content with your friends and loved ones. You can as well check us out on WhatsApp. Check for the link to our WhatsApp group in the description of this video. See you in the next video.